Nah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to start this video, but okay. This is Noah, and I am posting on the channel Aquafitted, so I guess you can say Noah from Aquafitted. And this is gonna probably be the first video that's gonna be uploaded on the channel. Don't bank on it, so I might edit this out. We might keep it in. Well, no, I ain't gonna get into that either. So, new tank. I currently have a Nuvo Fusion 10. Corals and whatnot is in there going, and it's doing well. And I most likely will transfer it to this tank. And this is our 38-gallon innovative marine tank. So I might transfer everything from there, but I still want to just go through the cycle and etc. Because actually, what I want to do, the whole purpose of this tank is to document like my whole journey of setting this tank up and getting to like where it's like, you know, stable, fully loaded with corals, livestock. It's a healthy tank, you know. If you're watching this video, you're here to see the beginning of a masterpiece, essentially. Because I plan on putting a lot of work into this tank, taking my time, getting the correct equipment, etc. But we're literally starting from the ground up. This is a used tank. I don't know if you can tell. You probably can't tell from close. Maybe it's there. There's like calcium deposits and salt. Which if you don't know what you do, you get some distilled white vinegar, some water if you can, RO water, and you mix it and you wipe down the whole tank. All you need is like, you know, a cloth and a razor blade. Brand new razor blade. I got a pack of 10. And yeah, you just get the scraping, which is kind of the plan here. And we're gonna get going on that. But I just want to explain what this whole series is gonna be about. This is gonna be like from the birth of the tank, which essentially I bought this tank from a friend of mine who I used to work with, and I actually work at an aquarium store too, if you want some background knowledge on me. And along with other people making the videos, they work with me, so it's gonna be dope. But so I can get a lot of cool stuff. I'm saying I'm a lot. I apologize in advance because I do that a lot. I'm working on it. So yeah, we're gonna just do literally from the birth to that. Like, I don't know when the end would necessarily be. Maybe we're gonna upgrade the tank or something if I do upgrade it. But I do want to transfer everything the 10 gallon to here eventually. Maybe I'll keep the 10 gallon running. We'll see. It's kind of up in the air still. But yeah, so we're gonna do this. It's gonna be interesting. I watch a lot of other people's series, and like, you know, they pretty much document from their tanks from the start to like whenever they end up breaking down the tank. I like watching like CJ's Aquarium, Inappropriate Reefer. There's a couple of other people I watch it, but those are like the main ones I kind of got this idea from or got the inspiration to do it. I just think it'll be dope for people. People can learn off my mistakes, and I can learn stuff on the way. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot. We're gonna do the rock work, and after that, we're gonna have to figure out stocking ideas for the start of the tank, for the cycle, get the cycle going. You have the ugly phase of the tank, which I don't know if too many people know about, but it's gonna be a step-by-step thing. So stay tuned for that. And we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna do a bunch of time lapses of me, like, you know, scrubbing the tank, just so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. Just to briefly explain it. I'm gonna bring the camera up closer, so give me 1 second. Okay, now you guys are up close. Here's my hand. I have rubber glove tied on it because I actually have like some kind of weird skin condition. I don't know about it yet. For the past 2 years since I've worked at the aquarium store I'm talking about, my hands get super dry from the water, especially salt water, and they get irritated, they burn. So this hand has a rubber band around it, just in case you're curious. This one doesn't, because this hand's okay, but I dip this hand in water a lot. So I'm gonna explain what the process here is. So essentially, I lost the razor blade. That is dangerous. Haha, found the razor blade. All right, so literally just scraping this off. But at first I wanna get it wet. The stand's creaking. I'm sorry about that in advance. So just gonna get it wet. Looks like even the outside of the tank's kind of. You're gonna see the difference. It takes a lot of, you know, elbow grease, and I really apologize for the creaking noise. I think it's because the stand's kind of on. Yeah. Aha! Ha ha! It was because it was on the back of my wall. So now we're good. So yeah, I mean, for now, this is how we're gonna start it. You know, I'm actually gonna take these clips off so we can do that too. And then the thing is with a lot of the pieces, like I want to soak the nozzle. I don't know if you can see me touching it. I want to soak these pieces. He gave me a magnetic frag rack. It's a really good deal. Plus he gave me rock, pump, etc. We'll get into all the extra later. But yeah, I just want to make the tank look as new as possible. It's not gonna look perfect, which I'm not really concerned. It holds water. That's all that counts. And yeah, but I still just want it to look clean before I use it, just for the satisfactory reasons. But what we're gonna do here is get the razor blade, and we're gonna kind of just gently, be careful you don't want to scratch the glass. That's the rule of thumb. The reason why I use vinegar, if you don't know, most people do, if you're into the hobby already, is it's safe for your aquarium. You don't want to use like a Windex or some other product. I don't know. Vinegar is just like the safest bet. But yeah, this razor blade's doing the trick. Take out all that calcium deposit and salt right off the tank. You can't really notice probably from the video, but we're gonna probably do a time lapse, and we're just gonna speed through this, and you're gonna see that there's a noticeable difference. So, give me one moment. So now we got this side done. This side is mainly done. I want to do the front glass a little bit. You know, when you fill it up with water, you don't really see it, because a lot of it's just like dried up water for me, vinegar washing it. But it looks 30 times better. Got a lot of the calcium deposits off and the salt. Then I'm gonna work on this back wall, which, you know, just a razor blade and vinegar. I don't want to really like, because once you fill it up with water, you don't even really notice half of this stuff. It's just the calcium deposits really that I want to get rid of, and the salt, anything left on the glass. Then I think that's fair. Some elbow grease. But yeah, so we're gonna keep doing this. We're almost there. I'll do another little time lapse of doing the back probably, but you know, actually I'm almost done doing it just by doing this. But I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm actually soaking the nozzles into the clips. I'm probably gonna, I don't know if you guys see me take up the frag rack. I'm pretty sure you did. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Not used to doing this yet, so give me some time. But I'm gonna soak the frag rack in vinegar and this media basket right here. And then, yeah, we're gonna go from there. So, corners and the hard to reach spots, I'm just gonna use the sponge. I wanted a toothbrush. I couldn't find my toothbrush. I'm not talking about like my own toothbrush, but like I have a toothbrush, so I usually like just scrub corners. I'll scrub the bottom. I usually use it for my 10-gallon tank. But the sponge will do for these weird like in between areas. I'm just gonna vinegar it up and kind of go from there. But yeah, I mean, it's a legitimate difference. I feel like in person you can notice it a lot better. But I mean, like even like around this, you're gonna get that. I just want it as clean as possible. I'm probably gonna clean this back area too. I'm not gonna show you guys that because it's a lot of cleaning to watch. But it is satisfying to me to see like a before and after. I should have took a shot, but I was so anxious to record the video. So it is what it really is. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but it's almost crystal clear. Like, I don't even see there's that one calcium deposit. It's literally almost looking brand new at this point. All I gotta do is just the sump area, but it is looking good. So now what I'm really about to do is just rinse it down with like this vinegar rag, and the sponge has been working a little bit better. I've been kind of getting into it, and let me just giving it a rinse. You know, it makes it look a little bit more shiny. I just want it to look pristine, as pristine as I possibly can make it. It's not gonna look perfect, and that's okay. Like literally, once you get water in it, it's gonna essentially. I realistically probably didn't even have to do all this. It would have all went away with the water. But I just like to see it look brand new before I get going with the rock work and whatnot. But yeah, I just want to take a brief second to show you guys what we're working with, but I will return in one more second. I don't want to show you guys all the cleaning, because if it was just strictly me like, oh, and explaining the measures, all I'm doing is rinsing it down with vinegar, guys, and a razor blade and rags, sponges, and just rinsing out everything with vinegar. It's easy. I recommend everyone doing this, especially if you got a new tank. It helps disinfect it too, I believe. Like I said, once again, don't quote me. So this video is probably gonna end up fairly short after I trim it down and whatnot, but I appreciate you guys watching. This is the display now. I'm gonna do a little quick like before and after, show you guys what it looked like before. You'll probably see that in a second, and what it looks like now. And I mean, it is a huge difference. And this is literally just vinegar, some elbow grease, and you know, you kind of just go from there. In the next video, I'm gonna be working on the rock work, explaining like how, like my process of it. Literally, I suck at scaping in general. I've been trying to get better, but I mean, it comes with time. And rockscapes, I do decent. I'm never content with what I do in terms of rock work. Like, I'm always feel like oh, I want to switch it. I want to. Except with my Nuvo 10, I actually got to like a point where I realized like what I want to do. I think I want to do like a minimalistic scape for this too, but I also want a lot of areas where I can put frags. So I'm gonna be on crossroads. I'm gonna choose one or the other, or find like a happy middle. I got enough rock. It's just about figuring out what I want to do. So we're gonna talk about the scape and whatnot and my ideas in the next video. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you stay tuned for the whole series. It's gonna be a long journey. We're just getting started. We're literally doing it from the birthing of the tank to like its death, which is inevitable. We don't know. So it's gonna age. Tanks do age. I think that's like the biggest thing I respect out of anyone. Like every time I talk to customers with like, I have like these tanks for like 20 years, 25 years, and they're shocked that they didn't spring a leak or anything like that. But it's just the maturity of the tank. That means it's just really stable. They probably don't lose too many fish. They probably got, if it's freshwater, tons of plants, and saltwater, tons of corals, coralline algae, different kinds of algae growing. Everything is stable. Without a tank crash too, I respect that. So that's kind of like my goal. I never get to let a tank mature, and that's just because I'm impatient. And that's what I'm trying to learn from doing this series. And I feel like recording it all and documenting it is gonna make me slow down a little bit, and it'll just be cool to kind of reflect on and maybe help somebody else out who's trying to start up a saltwater tank. But I appreciate you guys watching. This is Noah, and we're on Aquafitted to be exact. I appreciate you guys watching the video. You probably can't even see my face, but you guys have a good one. Thank you. I wanted to show you guys my tank, but as you can see, it's kind of rough right now. It looks way better than this. I have an Instagram page. I'm gonna put the thingamajig here somewhere. That was that skin thing I was telling you guys about where I wear gloves. So much is happening. Storm clown. That's Cal. There's a goby named Josh. I don't know where he's at, but he's here. Yeah. Corals. Algae. This is bad. I can't believe I'm not even showing you guys it like this. I'm just too lazy to do the mag flow and the etc. The tank's very healthy though. Super healthy. Besides that stupid fucking cheese or fucking right there. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're good. We're good. It's fine. Sand conch.